Well, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking time
Hi,
out.
what's your name?
I'm Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you. I'm Seduza.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of
This is
course.
dope.
This is fun. This
Mhm.
is a long time, couple days at least of planning,
Mm-hmm.
and took a while. I think it's very spontaneous. Thank you for waking up.
Oh yeah, no, I may not be a morning person, but I appreciate something to give me purpose to wake up in the morning.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
Did you miss EDC?
I did not go to EDC, but I had a great time with my sisters this weekend. Well, yes, and we went to the Barrio, which is the Filipino festival in LA, which
Okay.
felt like EDC. Really wanted to go this year, but next year. I'll play next year. I'm gonna play next year.
As you should. I think so too. You've been very busy. You played a lot of shows recently. You're on tour. You did some stuff with Don Tolliver and Henry Fong and Zed recently. That was very fun. I saw that.
Yes.
What did you think of all that? How was the experience of working with all those people, calling them your peers?
Right. I am just every day very like I think gratitude is something that helps me stay grounded in this industry and space. So like being able to say like I get to share the stage with these artists that I've listened to, before I was even DJing, I was going to concerts like at the park, at Santa Barbara Bowl, like so like as I've evolved as a DJ, my music taste has like evolved and I'm constantly digging other music. But when the Z opportunity, for example, came, I was like, I think as a DJ, there's like this narrative to be like the star. But I think it's very important also to be not only a culture contributor, but a culture consumer, which is helpful with like inspiration and like just for me, like consuming experiences is what drives my life.
Yes.
So to be able to have fun with people that like I've enjoyed with and made like memories at felt very special to me. And like definitely Zed is like one for the books. I got to hug him and give him like a matcha and we got to talk a little bit like at like when we left the room because very intimate and tight. And then Don Tolliver is just like I love listening to music on the big club speakers. So like
agreed.
To be able to like set the vibe up for people to continuously enjoy the night, like it's just something I don't take lightly. And so I'm very always privileged to be chosen to be like the aux provider.
Yeah, that's good. Being able to have a sense of community throughout all this, and you're almost being, I guess, introduced in this community, and not introduced, but I guess you're being supported by your peers in a way that is affirming. I would imagine it's nice to have that sense of my work is being acknowledged and it is paying off. Can you just touch more on that?
Yeah, I am again. I think this goes back to gratitude and like I think coming from a place where I was doing full-time DJing or working two jobs while DJing, and I've done both and learned a lot from both. But at least in the beginning of my career, my focus was just have fun with it because like DJing is for anyone. Like you can DJ at home and like I could DJ for people, but it's just me and the music and my decision making. And so to be able to have grown a community that like trusts in my song selection and like support me in leaning into my like authentic self and like your vibe attracts your tribe. So like when I first started, I didn't even know like I would be even DJing for people like this. I love DJing and music, and it was a great way for me to build my own relationship with it. A deeper one is what I call it.
Being authentic.
Like it was just like I like these songs on SoundCloud. I like mixing and being saucy, and that made me happy. And so I think the community and the support, it just became like whipped cream, like extra toppings. Like wow, like this is dope. Like people want me to play for them. Like I'm down. Like thank you for trusting me.
How did that come about?
What do you mean?
How did I guess the gigs find you, or you found the gigs? What was that experience like?
I'm definitely grateful for the DJ Academy I went to, which is called Academy of DJs in OC. I joined that in 2019 after coming back from college. And I think a lot of lessons we learned there outside of the technical stuff was this concept of like put yourself in the fire. Like closed mouths don't get fed. Like you're gonna just sit there and expect people to give you gigs. Like it doesn't work that way. Like people reward grit and discipline, and like that was just it felt like having big brothers that were like constantly telling you like if you want to grow, like you gotta ask for it and show that you want it. Like
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, like and I remember actually after I graduated the Academy of DJs, it became 2020, COVID hit pretty hard, and I was pretty sad. But I really got into turntablism through the Academy of DJs because they had that there, and we would have scratch sessions, which was super awesome. And I found like this local food mall at my in my town in Ontario. Like shout out Haven City Market. Like I like saw the space at a stage. It was outdoor. It was like COVID friendly, and I was like,
COVID
hi
friendly.
there. Yeah, it was COVID friendly, like space outdoors, like ways. Like we were all still learning how to like live with these new circumstances. I think
Yeah.
we were trying to figure out how to like still appreciate and enjoy life and our company without risking our health. After like months of just being and scared, right? People were
Yeah.
dying and shit.
Crazy time.
Yeah, and like music to me is medicine. Music to me is like healing and therapy, and just community has always been that for me. So I reached out and I was like, hey, like, can I? I'm a local, i.e., shorty. Like, I have all my own equipment. I would love to like play music here. I can see it's already safe and like under par with like safety regulations. You know, I would wear masks and stuff. It was very kind of interesting to ask because like, what do you mean you're throwing a party? Like it's COVID, but it wasn't a party. It was just like a gathering. And I learned that from like the Academy DJs or just learning about the industry, how you just have to ask for what you want if you want it. And they told me we won't pay you the first time, but if everything works out, like maybe we can pay the next time. I was like, bet. Bought my turntables. Homies from OC came. Homies that I had in the academy DJ'd, and families came out, and that was just like a really good first example of what showed me that ask and you shall receive is really
a jumping off point.
Yes.
That's very awesome. And this led to the gigs now?
Yeah, and I think that led 100% because people on the internet saw I was DJing, promoters, DJs. I never DJ'd for Rewind, which was this R&B hip hop party in OC. And when the grand opening of all these clubs started going, they invited me to DJ with them. And I don't think I would have, like, they literally told me they found me because of what I was doing at the market, and people from OC were taking videos of me DJing, and I have mixes online that were references that the people could actually listen to.
My resume.
So, yeah, exactly. Like people, like you have to be comfortable being seen if you want to DJ for people. And I'm grateful to have had those mixes already online. I'm grateful to have had that content. I'm grateful to have been able to like learn how to be a relatively technically good DJ from the Academy of DJs, and all of that encompassed just showed the world that this girl takes her craft seriously. She's professional. I would also like to say I pride in my professionalism because I think being booked today has not just been about being a good DJ. It's been about how you show up. How is the engagement with you from the day they communicate with you and ask from you? How do I do my due diligence and ask the right questions before even, providing a rate? And I think my focus has always been like, I don't want to just DJ. I want to prioritize retention. I want to be asked to come back because I'm, amongst a million of DJs here in California. What makes me stand out than the other? Which, and I think that helped with me being booked today. I like take my marketing very seriously. I take my craft again very intentionally, and I just genuinely love DJing, and I think it shows.
Because Seduza is the product.
Yeah, Seduza is this character that literally just is like, I want to spread love through music and community, and take over the world like one kitty at a time. It's like silly, like it's my way to kind of be creatively expressive, and I have the most control over it and do anything with it because she's mine. Like it's just another extension of like the things I care about, and a way I can creatively express it through like this kitty persona.
Yeah.
While Michelle is really like this back end business, an entrepreneur that oversees, which now I'm very grateful to have a team, but I'm still very like independent. I'm it's really just me and my friends who are I'm very grateful for. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to the homies and my family that like really believe in the vision. Like that's and the promoters and bookers that trust me to like continue doing this and getting to do this. Yeah.
That's awesome. So this team helped you put together the show for your downtown LA show that you headlined.
I would say it's really been just me and my manager, who I've been grateful to have had this past year.
That's good.
Day
ones.
My day ones. Yeah, no, this person has been in my life as a friend for a while, and you know, showed interest in management after like just wanting to help out, and the stars aligned, and he's been so helpful in like when life grows and opportunities grow. It's not like I grow into another person. Like I don't just split into people. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and that's just something we can't really have control over. So having that additional team and for me to like allocate, but I think like having my own sense of direction, I just got lucky with the timing as well, because I really came into last year and this year with like strong intentions and like clear goals.
Yeah. Masters of your own destiny.
Yeah. It's funny because I called it, I was like nervous talking to the open off competition. I said Masters of your own destiny, but it's Masters of our own destiny.
Masters of our own destiny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It both work, but it's when you say our, it's like we.
Yes. That's funny. I have a group, me and my buddy, we go around DJing called We Got Us. And that's nice. Like, yeah.
That's fire.
We can't save everybody, but, you know, we got us.
Yeah.
Masters of our own destiny. Where'd you get the name from? I
think like it's very like kind of anime inspired, like the concept and the vibe, like Masters of Our Own Destiny. I've always had it in my like tattoo list of things to get with my friends.
Tattoo.
Like when I would share my goals with my best friend, shout out to my boy Kerman. Like I remember there was this one day when we were like on the slopes and just talking about life, and like, you know, he's been there for me since college before I was even a DJ, and I just told him what my goals are, and he was there when I was shifting from a career-driven mentality to like a lifestyle-driven mentality, and it kind of just came to me like, I think my goal in life is just to be like a master. Like we're masters of our own destiny. Like it's a beautiful privilege to be able to like take advantage of free will. Like I think from going to school for 18 years, then college for another 4, and then either ending up in a corporate job or something that gives you a directive, and you know, having experienced that versus like the free will of just having the discipline to create your life, you know, as a creative specifically, doing both, I really came to appreciate like that free will. So I wanted to understand how to navigate that mentality sustainably, and like healthily, intentionally, you know, calculated risk taking. Like it's very scary, like being like the one that is responsible for your own life. Yeah. Right. But it's also something that mentally I had to stretch and realize that like I feel most comfortable when I have control or you know input in the direction of my life that I want to go. Grateful for the jobs I've had and teams I've been able to be a part of and contribute. But so a match of our own destiny is because I was actually working a full-time job last year amongst full-time DJing, and this was pretty much coming back from a pretty deep burnout. Like I was full-time creative, but also directing a club, jumping ships from different companies, which I'm very grateful to have been given the opportunity back in 2024. But I think something that I learned in that burnout was that I didn't give myself time to take breaks. Yeah. I was definitely a component of like that toxic mentality of like working really hard or choosing the hard route is more rewarding. Like it's important to make sacrifices like this and that, but then it's like, when do we stop making sacrifices as a creative and still feel comfortable in ourselves and knowing that like I'm still successful? And it took me time, but like it took me a whole burnout to like really step away from everything and readdress like what is important in my life outside of just DJing. And I was very career driven at that time, and 2024 I had to realize and like understand why I felt so sad about life. Like I was doing a tour, I was like doing everything I kind of written out for my career, but I realized I wasn't creating a sustainable lifestyle for myself. It was like Seduza became a whole identity. Like, but where's nurturing Seduza? I hope I'm on the same topic still. The question was,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, we're good.
we're talking about what again?
We're talking about Masters of
Yeah,
Moses,
Master. Okay, Masters. I
and
know it's
then
like a huge. It's like a really long story, and so long story short, I was like, I need a space from this industry. I took some time off. I'm so grateful for therapy and my family for like helping me learn like a lot of tools to navigate not just like DJing career, but like life, like mental
mhm,
health, intentionally, especially in the industry as a creator, like how you
it's
view
difficult.
yourself. It's difficult, but it's also a beautiful way to like practice self love and self appreciation versus like self judgment and self doubt. And so grateful for therapy, grateful for that break. I ended up
Mhm,
becoming a marketing director at a startup with my friends. Love that team, but I like noticed like, okay, I'm doing full time DJing and doing full time this, and I'm so grateful that that company was extremely supportive when I needed to take time off for certain shows. And like I think that was also a very unique opportunity being at something like corporate that was still very supportive. And I think I'm so grateful to see that companies in general are shifting with that culture, like very supportive of the other ventures you have
yeah.
in certain cultures. Like not every culture does that, but I'm grateful for that culture in my previous company. Shout out to the gang. Um, but I was still like navigating and accepting that I'm split very thin.
Yeah.
Like I want to show up for this company meaningfully and presently, but like my DJ career is like I can't wait and go home and do that. But I was like tired after like an 8 hour workday and like creatively outletting and figuring out how to market and sell and this and make create strategies. Um, so I'm grateful to my team and after deliberation and communicating with my friends and my homegirls who are doing full time creative, they're like, babe, do it. You got this. Like companies will always hire you, but I think like it's calling you and I in a way to support myself after leaving a company which was paying bills was something I wanted to always try, which was creating a mentorship program. Like I was actually an education minor in college. I loved like teaching. I loved public speaking. I loved talking about things like with my friends that we could geek over.
Yeah.
So mentorship was something I've always explored when I wanted to continue doing DJ full time. And business is very volatile in
Yeah.
DJing, right? Like you can't control how you're getting booked unless you have a residency
Mhm.
or you're just asking and constantly doing outbounding, which
Yeah.
I'm still working on now. I'm grateful to be a lot inbound in this new age, but the mentorship was a way for me to like continuously have structure in my life and set accountability for myself. Because I think when you become a teacher with people or for people, like it's one thing to be accountable to your own responsibilities, but like now people are paying you and giving you their time and trusting you in your consulting and your direction and your education that it's going to support them and the mentorship was created to be very individualistic, like very tended to their needs. Some people
Mhm.
wanted to lean more in learning how to have more confidence in themselves and being seen. Some people wanted to just be more technically like lean in more like I want to be able to freestyle better and perform and network better and like
Yeah.
I love talking about all of that and I was able to create this structured program for each of the individuals. I have 3 students. Shout out to them. And that's why the show is called Masters of Your Own Destiny because the program essentially is dedicated to their graduation set, which is a way for them to apply everything they've learned to this experience that they're going to play. They have a 40-minute graduation set. It's this like really beautiful, good production, good
Yeah.
team called the Catwalk Club in LA. And the point of having that was so they can have a directive throughout the program so they can learn how to promote, market, reach out, post themselves, post reels. Like they've all leaned into posting more about themselves, which is like something they
Isn't that so awesome?
it's really beautiful to see how much they've grown. They have to have their set done in April, and they could change, but like they had to perform it, practice it. We've been reviewing it. Like
Let's
it's all
go.
about like learning what it feels to like really work towards something intentionally and prepare for it the way that I like to prepare for shows.
Mhm.
Um, and and a lot of times in DJing, in events, when you're being booked, and God bless the opportunities when they come and book you for who you are and just to be like, be yourself. But a lot of times in this promoter based market, people are like, they have a music briefing. And what a music briefing is like, hey, we want to book you, but this is our format. Don't play this, but please play this. Have fun with it. And that's like always fun. Like that is what it is. I can't change that about the industry, so I take it as it is. And yeah, and I'm grateful to be pushed to create something that still is aligned with me, while also in respect to what they're programming. But in this case, Masters of Your Own Destiny, I told them that story, how like when you go into the world of DJing, a lot of times there will be some kind of briefing. Not all the time. I'm not saying it will be all the time, but from my own experiences, this is what happens. This is like a format. Or sometimes it's free play and you'll get to experience growth. Yeah. But how you go about the box, like there's no box essentially, you're just given a task, and how do you make this fun for yourself and not feel like, oh, like I'm the artist, I should do whatever I want. Like get out of your own head. Like this industry, like we're just one piece of a bigger conglomerate and experience, and it really does take a team to throw events, like and put you on. Like, do you want to wake up every day and throw your own events plus DJ? Like you don't. Yeah. It's really hard. So like I'm very grateful to come to a place, bodies packed. All I gotta do is cook. Yeah. But I'm also very grateful to cook shows. But yeah, Masters Around Disney, just to bring it back, like around the set is like their opportunity to showcase who they want to be. Like who are you? Who is J9? Who is Seduza? If you had to play how you want to play for the first time, in your life, like how would you want to showcase and share yourself with the community there? Establish yourself as an artist. Yeah. Like when you were saying you had a battle with your mental health versus Michelle and Seduza, and you're trying to almost teach that to your mentors or your mentees. Yes, mentees. Yeah. Mentees, and that's really cool. I don't think I've heard of Academy of DJs, but I think doing a really specific one-on-one program is I think that's just a real blessing, because being, I guess, successful and being around successful people, you learn so much. And it's almost, for me, I haven't really played anything at all, but I know I want to be in the business, and there's no layout or rules or any of these things that you could just simply AI it, Google it, whatever, and they'll say, this is what you have to hit, this is the box they'll put you into, this is the road you could take, this is all these things. And no, there's like little rumblings, you hear that you have to almost perform for people, but at the same time, it's, you got to keep it true to your artist self and the vision you're trying to portray and have other people see. So it's the story that they could eventually invest in. Yeah. But that's really cool. I've seen the catwalk. I think that'll be a very fun show. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah. I'm excited. Are you gonna have any special guests you worked with recently? Secrets. Maybe, Zed did tell me that he might pull up on the PJ, private jet. No, I'm just kidding. I just PV. No, okay. Like, no, just kidding. I'm actually super troll. Like, I like joked around in my kitty club channel on my Instagram, and I was like, I'm gonna have a special guest. It's gonna be Zed. And then like a minute later, I was like, I'm just kidding, bro. You never know. It takes an email. It takes a text. We've had a good conversation at the cafe, and he's so like. I think that's another thing regarding your first question. Like, it's so affirming to like be around people I am inspired by, and then have the most down to earth opportunities. Because I've met a lot of like really interesting people in this industry, and there was a point where I felt influenced to be cold and like guarded and like just don't talk to me. Like, I think that was a reflection of me trying to navigate the Hollywood scene. And then it's very like, I'm here to be seen but not care about anybody. Like, cool. And to survive it, you have to kind of adapt. In my opinion, like I was being me, but like people will just see you and talk to you about random bullshit because you look too easy to approach. And I was like, this is hella annoying. Like, I'm Ice Cube's little brother, cousin, girlfriend, boyfriend. Here's a shiny object in front of your eyes, an opportunity. And like, I'm very grateful for people who are like open to that. But I guess what I'm saying is that it can be exhausting talking to a lot of people. Yeah. And that is its own culture, the Hollywood scene. And I had to really learn that, like, oh, if I'm complaining about where I'm at, I just need to pick myself up and go try something else. And I recognized that when I recognized I was like shifting into an energy that really didn't feel me. And so like meeting Zed, he was very friendly, very kind. His whole team was also like, it's not like the artist and the like bad guy, which is like the narrative that sometimes manager to artist conversations are.
Yeah.
And I get that too, like to protect the artist, but like they were so, I mean, he's dead, so maybe he has that privilege, but
Yeah.
so lovely. And like, I like being nice as well. I love being friendly, and I like to smile. So that was awesome.
That's a great pivot from the Hollywood scene, though, which is
Oh yeah,
very. It's not
mhm.
rude, but it's very
It's very
cold.
it's very exclusive. It's very like, oh, who are you here with? Like, I mean, I had a great time still because I was with my friends, and I tend to make things fun for myself as much as I can, and I'm grateful to have been able to DJ for that space, learn what works. Like, I like culture and experiences. So for me, I think of DJing as like, I'm just like this character in this world, and I get to explore different worlds and like communities,
awesome.
and like, I don't know, like, oh wow, this is like Hollywood. Okay, cool. Okay, this is like OC. Okay, cool. This is the LA downtown actors. Like, wow, this is so interesting. And I just go there with my cat ears, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do my best to do what I think is best here. And then sometimes it works, and sometimes there's feedback, and I just take the feedback and keep it pushing. Mm-hmm.
That's an awesome thing. It's cool that your mentor program is also in that downtown LA space. You get to almost take this new version of you and almost instill it into these people that are, you're almost teaching them, but you get to show them a way of, this is a good way to do it, and this is a wholesome way to do it, rather than the other way. And
Yeah.
that's valuable in itself, I think.
I'm glad you said that, because one of the characteristics or like adjectives I used into this new year was like, I want to do more wholesome things. I do want to show them just one way about how to navigate the industry. Like, I always tell them, like, this is just my way, and I don't always know the answers to everything. And I can't always explain how I know the answers to like why I know that knob does that. I just know that it activates that. Can I explain the technical? Not always, but I'm just showing you what I know, and I'm grateful that you're listening. And we've also, like, the program also gave us opportunity to learn more together when there's questions. So
for people that don't really like have a mentor to show them A through Z of what the ins and outs are of being a full-time DJ with a team and being independent and navigating all these worlds, what's something that you can share personally that you try and instill into them and to try and, I guess, make them learn, but not really make them learn, kind of just teach?
Just something like advice I give to someone who like wants to be.
That is, I guess that some people that don't have mentors.
Oh, right. So who are already in the space, who like, I think that's something I also learned from a lot of the applications when they applied. It was that people struggled with the discipline and wanted someone to hold them accountable. And I think that's like a huge thing in my own career. But it's like, before that, like, how do you even fathom the directive that gives you the purpose to work towards something? And I think that's where I just like created this idea for myself that DJing is for everyone. Like, I wanted to deepen my relationship with music. And that's the basis of the program too. Like, when I promoted it, it was like, if you want to deepen your relationship with music and you love music, like, that was kind of a non-negotiable too. Like, I wasn't really in the interest of teaching people like how to be musically oriented. Like, I think it'd be hard to learn from me too, because I'm a very passionate, emotional person when it comes to talking about music. So I would say, like, for me, it was just knowing that like I love learning how to mix better and DJ better, and I wanted to just make better mixes. Like, I think when I told the artists, the mentors, the mentees as well, like, sometimes you have to work backwards and creative directive. So then you can create a line of path there. And it doesn't have to be like, sometimes it's a tangible goal, sometimes it's a smaller goal. But like, for me, mine was like, I just want to deepen my relationship with music. I genuinely already loved mixing and DJing. I invested in equipment to scratch. And then I got like I just love being able to play music on large speakers. Like, I get to play my songs that I've been digging and manifesting and imagining playing at the club. So that feeling alone is addictive as hell. So like, and DJing for your friends, and like, I knew that I wanted to like understand what kind of gigs I liked. So I would say, for someone, like, learn how to create like tangible goals, and like that the discipline is really like can be difficult, but like give yourself grace for the fact that like you're learning how to create goals for yourself, and how do you be more intentional about like what you care about. So a lot of things that I told the students to practice as activities to understand how to be intentional about the decisions you make for yourself in your music career. It's like, what are things that make you feel confident? Like, why do you love music? So, like for example, I like to clean. That makes me feel confident. So I would clean, and that would make me feel good about the day. And then that would lead into like me practicing other activities to understand what my goals were. So it's like for me, like it's really the discipline to be able to acknowledge like no one is telling you what to do.
Yeah.
And like how to like shift from like this is hard, like I don't know where to start, like just start somewhere that feels aligned, and then from there like have grace with yourself that like you're just trying your best and no one's asking you to do anything else but that.
Yeah.
Like you're not here to prove anything, you're just here to understand what feels aligned, and that means you have to have a strong relationship with how you feel about yourself and your feelings. And that's just a me thing. Maybe people aren't emotionally driven. I think it's really important to be emotionally driven in order to make logical decision making. But like, yeah, I think like for anyone who wants to do it, like
you can
have
do
fun
it.
with it. You can do it. You can do it. DJing is for everyone. Being a creative is like this is what's gonna separate us in the AI. Like how much do we have and are in tune with our like emotions, our creative expressions? Because what do we get connect over with our people? You know
exactly. It says a lot. I also think everybody could DJ. That's one of those things where it's if you already are making a playlist and playing it for people in the car, you're already a DJ.
Right.
I'd say DJing is almost the evolution of that.
Yeah.
And learning everything that goes along with pretty much all the knobs and everything else that goes along.
I think anyone who chooses music for people and themselves can be a DJ. I think like music is for everyone. Like, and when you like let go of the ego in the industry and not try to prove anything to anyone, like you just want to understand how to make it enjoyable for yourself, then you're really focused on your experiences and not what you think you need to do because the projection of other things that you're essentially just projecting on yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's why like emotional boundaries, mental health, another thing, like take care of your mental health, like have boundaries about how you're intaking inspiration and influence, like navigate like am I doing this because it's what I think people want from me and what I need to do, or am I doing this because I want to do this? And maybe it's a little bit of both, but you can still be influenced and still want to do that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing something that's influential to you, but I think there's something wrong when you think you have to do this because that's what is successful to someone else. But what's successful for someone else is not always successful for you. Like I'll give an example, which I think helps a lot. I was very influenced by the Knock 2 ISO wave of this grungy, mysterious branding, and I was like, maybe I'm not growing because I'm not mysterious enough. Yeah. Maybe I'm not growing because I'm not polished enough as a brand, which I've gotten that feedback before on my Instagram. Like, you need to polish your stuff more. Like, you have too much going on. Like, you're too personal. This and that can be very loud, and people will give you unwarranted, intentional advice. They care about you, and that's the harder part about this influence is because they care about you and they're trying to give you solid feedback and advice, and that's very valid. But you have to learn how to be okay with not listening to people if it really doesn't align. Because I've tried that. I've listened and I'm grateful I tried, but it just wasn't me. Like I like to smile. I like to be silly, and that's why I tell people like how like when you're approaching how you want to express yourself, you want to lean into something that already aligns with you. So like that's why sitting down in your own like energy and understanding like who am I when I feel most authentic? Yeah. What does that look like? And yeah,
I think that's where the industry is kind of headed too. It's taking more of a bigger step in the longevity of, I guess, being a person.
Yes.
And being a successful artist. Right. Because the touring lifestyle, even being a DJ, like a successful DJ isn't for everybody. You're flying everywhere. You're sleeping on planes. You're sleeping everywhere. Staring at a laptop the whole time and odd hours. Performing in a club late at night. It's like, it's not for everybody. But it's the act of the love behind it and taking care of yourself and being able to put yourself in a position to be successful in this space. And I hope the industry really does kind of edit itself. I use that all the time. I'm always editing myself, and you're editing yourself. Everybody's editing. I think when you start to edit yourself and be open to people giving you noise, but almost like filtering it through to where it's something you could almost take in stride, that, oh yeah, they're giving me feedback and I love the feedback, but it's not something I'm going to listen to, but I will keep it in mind because I know it's just you're caring about me.
Right. No, that's the boundaries that are really important in the industry. Like, how do you, number one, like learn what your direction is and acknowledge when you don't know it, but just because you don't know it clearly doesn't mean you have to take on someone else's projection of it. And like, success is subjective too. Like, people will come in and be like, you should do this and this and try this, and like they're really talented, they know their stuff too, but that doesn't always mean like do it. And that's something like I had to learn and not feel bad for, and also not be super like walled up to when people are trying to give me, good feedback. Like, I don't think I've ever been walled up, but I just had to learn how to not be influenced so heavily. Just because I respect them. Like, just because I think I'm also a recovering people pleaser. And like, saying no was not something that I was always comfortable with. Not doing something for someone was something like I was just so grateful for every opportunity. So like, I wanted to say yes because like I was like, wow, this is lit. Like, I'm being asked to do these things, but then at what cost? My physical health, my mental health, and I don't blame anyone else except myself. And more so now, it's more like I learned how to forgive myself through those decisions, and went through the grieving process, and that's what kind of led to my burnout, was because the mental inability to like pull myself out of negative thought loops and like self-doubt, self-judgment, self like just cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is like the should have, would have, could have concept that happens to a lot of us when we maybe feel regretful or like stuck in the past of a decision that we kind of maybe wish we did differently. And or being scared of the future, which is like out of our control too. So like, I dealt with a lot of that, and like now I just tell people, even my students, that we did a whole session for mental health and mental fortitude.
Brilliant lesson plan. Lesson for the day too. Take care of yourselves. But I think that's just so important. You're in the driver's seat. You're in control. Master of your own destiny.
Master of your own destiny. The road to success is more fun in the carpool lane. Like, I tell them that too. People will talk about this narrative that like the industry is very lonely, and I get that. And I definitely got jaded with the industry for a while at some point. But when I really took a step back and understood like that I wanted to enjoy the industry more, I don't think the industry just changed overnight. It was my lifestyle choices. It was me like taking a lot of accountability in what role I played and why I felt what I felt. And that was again like the free will choice of like, maybe it's because where I'm at. Like, and I'm choosing to be here, so maybe I do need to take a step back. And that really pulls strings on your ego. That pulls strings on like your effort. Like, it can be physically, mentally, a lot to just change your whole life. But like strategically and intentionally, in my case, I just had to pull out, which was really tough. Like drop everything I was doing, and that's why I talk about mental health. Like, if you can avoid it getting to that point, I would suggest like practicing healthy lifestyle goals now, and not just like don't get too attached to metrics. Don't get attached to proving to anyone. Don't get attached to anyone. Like, just like lean into like what feels right to you. Have healthy conversations with yourself about your directive. Write it down, and like that helps you stay aligned in what you're working towards. So when things come, you will have a very clearer energy regarding whether that aligns or not. And so it won't be hard to say no, because you just generally know what you want, and that just doesn't align. And at the end of the day, you have a choice to try it if you want to. But even when we go to networking events, which I've taken to as well, I was like, you don't have to prove shit to anyone. Like, just be yourself. Introduce yourself as an artist. That might feel uncomfortable for now, but like, when are you gonna start doing that? And just like, if you don't like a conversation, see your way out.
Acceptance.
Yeah, like you will create more space. When you have boundaries like that, you create more space for things that are aligned with you. And I'm seeing that in my life now, and I really want to inhibit or just like really plant that in them, because I feel like this is a lot of where the success I've been feeling in myself, which is alignment with myself. Like success to me means like alignment with myself, looking forward to the work I'm going to do the next day to the point I can't sleep at night.
Yeah.
Success means like I'm healthily checking out and not feeling like overwhelmed with projects. I'm still stressed out, don't get me wrong. Like some things are very stressful, like this show. But like
yeah. It's a good stress.
Yeah, this is a better stress to me than like dreading going to work and trying to sell a product that I don't see myself selling for the rest of my life.
Exactly. I love it. This is awesome. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Josh.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have OMG USB. Thank you for
I
love my USB. It's everyone's like, what's that? I'm like, it's a USB necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have one? That's not my problem. I'm just kidding. No, it's dope. I'm like, I wear it all the time. My friends are like, oh, like it's just a cool piece as a DJ.
Yeah, and I really feel like it pushes more in the space. It's like,
yeah,
are you really about it? You have a necklace.
It's making it more like cute. Like the industry is very scary sometimes, and people are like, oh, like, but it's like I'm just like that's what I want to spread in my own branding too. Just I want to spread love and plur vibes and like
owning it.
Yeah, cat ears make everyone feel sillier. Like everyone, like we go out to like escape whatever we're feeling sometimes, or to create new experiences. Like I go to the club to shake ass. I go to the club to appreciate and music and make memories with my friends. Like, so this piece really, I feel like humanizes, I guess, like the industry. Like, that's cute. Like you're literally wearing your necklace. That's so wholesome.
Are you a DJ?
Yeah. Like, oh, like are you DJ? Oh, you trade Bitcoin? Oh, like are you a videographer, photographer? Like everyone's passionate, especially in the digital age with their
art.
It's everything's so digital. So to have this and be able to like share it at any point is like so cool.
It's awesome. I love making it. But thank you for supporting it. Thank you for having it. We should work together more.
I'm so down.
You have a show? Yeah, you have a show. May 30th. Catwalk, downtown LA.
Yes, I do have a show May 30th. We've been working on it since last year. Like this is what the program was to be directed towards. Like everything they learn, having this kind of show allows them to really work towards something and like feel the pressure of like, okay, you're learning this, but like you're learning this to do what? You want to play more shows.
Yes.
Why not a nice ass show in LA? I'm gonna headline. You guys are gonna play support DJs, and you're pretty much having your own headline show, because this is not about like just me. This is about you guys showcasing, having a space for your friends and people to support you, also to be discovered by people who are gonna be there, like other agents and friends of mine that throw shows. And this is a way to just graduate all the things that you've learned and produced in the past 5 months. So I'm very excited. I'm also going to be, hopefully I'm having it done, like working on it still, but like I have my first release. I'm going to be excited to play there for the first time. And it's just a great way to like, I love playing and I love curating events as well, because I like having more influence in the flow of a night. Have you ever been to a show where like you go and like it just feels like everyone's booked and there's no like synchronicity with the flow of the night?
Oh, no,
I was kidding.
But
I've been to shows and I'm like, or like when I'm DJing in the support, it's just booked for different reasons. I get it. People book for clout or followers. People book because they pull people. But I think like retention comes from the experience from the organizer's point, and that huge intentionality. And I'm so grateful to have been able to like see these DJs, my mentees, like develop their sets and be able to contribute to their ideas. And at the end of the day, they're choosing these songs. I told them song selection should be key first and everything else. Like you should love all these songs.
Yeah.
And I'm just very excited to watch them perform it and see if they cook or not. Like it's nerve-wracking, performing live for the first time for a lot of them.
Yeah.
So like this whole month has been dedicated to them for like practicing their sets, going to the studio, performing it, practicing like as you're performing it, remembering that you're not just screaming, you have to pick up a mic. So like having a fake mic,
talking,
and like if you want to talk, you can't just scream. Like you need to put the mic down. You put the low pass on, like so you're like intentionally using the mic, not just screaming over sounds that no one's hearing you. So and then from there that's the beginning of pretty much like my summer tour, and then I'm going to go to Asia, and then
exciting.
I'm very excited. Yeah, we have a whole like support system for after the program as well to like help them with bookings and inquiries. Like the whole point is to hopefully help them like.
This is your agency. Yeah, what's called?
It's called 9 Lives Agency.
That's awesome.
So the way for me to pretty much like separate Seduza from Michelle, I think like Seduza became like this funnel for me to promote the DJ school, which I'm grateful for. But I want to share more about it, but I'm also very intentional about the branding and what direction I want to take Seduza. So 9 Lives Agency has been allowing me to professionalize all the efforts I've made as a entrepreneur on the back end of Seduza, who's managing her pretty much, the bookings, the emails, now with my team, but like now 9 Lives allows me to support the DJs, have an email that allows us to like help them navigate through business negotiations, and with support system that I think has helped me grow my rate, grow my professionalism when someone else has represented me. And I'm grateful to have been able to book my homegirls and friends at like recent Insomniac shows ever since the launch. Like
that's awesome.
So at the consulting, the agency is all about no glass ceiling to anything. Like it just allows me to have a space to professionalize all my efforts.
Yeah.
Organizing my own
centralize
tour. Yeah, versus like feeling like I'm bombarding my Seduza brand with like too many things. Like I get to now lean into like Michelle as well. I think that was something that was kind of suffocating me, which is like thinking that I can only creatively outlet through Seduza. But that's not the truth. Like the truth is Seduza is this one project.
Yeah.
And Michelle loves to creatively structure things, whether that's in business, in collaborations like this, marketing. I've loved learning about like how to market yourself intentionally.
Yeah.
And like remembering that I am also Michelle has helped with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very creative, very smart. The marketing for the USB has gone great. It looks better already.
It looks good, right?
Yeah.
I like to consult in the things that I can, confidently say I intentionally wanted to learn more about, which is like user experience, the connection of feeling, identity, voice, brand voice, like visuals, like, and like also being resourceful. Like it's not about like having the best production. It's about like really understanding what resources you have and understanding how to do the best with that.
For the audience. Excellent. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody hire Michelle. She's
yeah, hire me if you need some consulting. If you want to talk about events, if you want to learn how to DJ, or you want to learn how to
mentor.
Yeah, if you want to like take your DJing career next level, like call me.
All right, thank you. This is awesome.
Nice.
OMG USB.
Thank you so much.
Michelle, Seduza.
Meow.